What it is, guys, it is I possess the power, aka Jordan, and welcome back to the channel. For you guys today, I have a Call of Duty Black Ops 4 Zombies guide. More specifically, this is the Easter egg guide. I know it's taken a while, guys, but with the wedding and I had a lot of trouble with my Elgato. I recorded all the footage and then sometimes it wouldn't record. Just a bunch of stuff that really stopped me from bringing this video out a lot earlier. But in any way, regardless that I know it won't get seen a lot because it's taken so long, I still wanted to put it up there. Just because I love doing Easter egg guides. Also, I've got my brand new intro for this video. I'm still going to work to make it better, but there's sort of like the base, so let me know what you guys think of that. I might not be uploading as I'm also moving house soon, so yeah, just be prepared that it might be a while from the next upload. And anyway, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It all helps out the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the latest in Call of Duty, Fortnite, and any other videos we bring to the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Keep it real, guys. Peace. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is make sure you've activated the Sentinel artifact and Road Pegasus to the Pack-a-Punch area. Once you guys have done that, which I'm assuming you guys all know how to do by now, we can move on to the first step. So the first step requires you to find these two bowls. The first one is here in the Cliff Ruins in the Pack-a-Punch area, and the second one is back in spawn in the Temple of Apollo just in front of the Oracle. Now what you're going to do once you've found one of these is just hold square on them, and as you see on the left, I now have a challenge with a timer. I have 2 minutes to complete the challenge, which is to kill zombies with Apollo wool, which is this shield here, so just go ahead and do that. Once you guys have killed enough zombies, you're going to see that underneath your challenge you're going to have something that says reward available, and it's going to say common. Now that represents the color of these sort of jars here, and as you can see they are white, so that is the common reward. They do go up in rarity, so obviously the next one is going to be rare, they will turn blue. The next one will be legendary, that will be purple, and then the last one, epic, that will be orange. But you're going to see here very shortly I kill a few more zombies with the Apollo wool, and then it says reward upgraded. Underneath my challenge it says the rare says blue, and as you can see my jar there is now blue as well. The main focus we're going for, guys, is we're trying to get our reward available to epic. As you can see, it just changed to legendary there, that is purple, and then finally you'll see it's going to turn epic, and that is what we want. Now to get it obviously to changes, you need to complete the challenges. As you see, the first one I went from common to rare by killing them with the shield, which was my challenge, but then some you might have to go and defend an area or kill zombies in a certain area. Whenever you hold the bowl you are going to get a different challenge, so just make sure you're obviously doing that challenge until you get to a epic reward. You can tell epic is ready because if you come to spawn you're going to have the jar which has this sort of glowing orange, and what you're looking for is we're trying to reignite this sort of furnace here, or bowl of coal, whatever you want to call it, the eternal flame. And as you see, I grabbed the epic reward. A little bit of the fire here turned blue. We need that to go full blue. So what you want to do, guys, is you just want to keep hitting that bowl, completing challenges, and don't go down like I did there. As you can see on the left, my challenges was to take damage and recover health. So I had to get hit to recover it. So just when you're doing challenges like that, just keep in mind, be aware of the challenge you're actually going for, and you guys should be fine. So once you guys have completed enough challenges and collected enough of the rewards, in a solo game, as you can see, this was my second epic reward. It only takes one epic and one legendary, but as you see I get the epic reward and it fills up the eternal flame, and you want it to look like this, completely blue. I believe in solo it is one epic reward and one legendary reward. When you get into a 4-player game, everyone needs an epic reward and everyone needs a legendary reward. But anyway, guys, once you have restored the eternal flame by doing the challenges, you guys are ready to move on to the next step. So for the next step, guys, you're going to need a shield. If you don't know how to do that, just go watch a video. You just need to find 3 parts and craft it in the marketplace. Once you guys have a shield, go over to where you fully ignited the eternal flame and melee it so you get the flames on the spear, as you can see on screen now. Now what you need to do is melee 3 oil slicks around the map. The first one is in the Spartan Monument, guys, just here on this sort of brick wall. The second one is in the intersection of treasuries, just in the corner here next to this sort of red tarp, I guess, draping over this area. If you throw the spear at it, as you can see, when it comes back, the flame is gone. So just make sure you guys melee it. If that happens, just go melee the flame, get the fire back on. And the third and final one, guys, is in the upper road, just on this rock here, next to that sort of statue there. Once you guys have meleeed all three, as you see there, the screen shakes, you get a quote, and that lets you know you guys are now ready to move on to the next step. So for the next step, guys, you are going to need an upgraded gauntlet. If you guys are unfamiliar with this, it is the sort of special weapons in the map. Everyone can have one. There are 4 in total. For the sake of the length of the video, I'm not going to show you guys how to build or upgrade all 4 of them. Instead, just go ahead and click on the link in the description. It'll take you to my video where I do show you how to do that. Now for this next step, guys, what you need to do is you need to get the redeemed hand of Charon particularly, and do a charge shot and shoot it on the ground as you see me do there. Now what you need to do is just look to the left and right, and you are looking for these sort of statues with the blue eyes. You need to shoot them with the redeemed hand of Charon, and they will sort of like dissipate just like that. As you can see there, I shot a zombie, so just be careful with that. You're only going to get skeletons. That's for everyone in the map, but when you're in the redeemed hand of Charon, I think you guys are invincible to that, so you know you should be fine. Just go ahead and focus on shooting these Spartans, the blue eyes with the Charon. You need to shoot 4 or 5 in total, and just like before, you guys, you know we've done it correctly when the screen shakes, and you guys are ready to move on to the next step. The next thing you want to do, guys, is make your way into the intersection of treasuries, and you need to find these 3 glowing sort of locations around the map. The first one is next to the Orgum DMR in the intersection of treasuries just to the left. Once you find on the brick wall there, shoot off a packed gun, and now what you need to do is you need to throw your spear when the little cog hits the big cog and starts turning. Obviously you can see when it goes over the top, it turns the big cog a little. I thought it was when it was on the side, but no, you'll sort of know, this is the hardest one, so you'll know when to throw it when it turns the big cog, and it turns it up the top on this one. So I get a little closer, I sort of throw it half a second before it gets near it, just to let the spear travel. As you see, it hits it, the spear gets stuck in there, and it starts turning. There are 2 more to do. They're all relatively close to each other, so the second one is just do a 180, and next to the other gun, or the sorg I think it is, wall by to the right, you'll see another yellow glowing part on this wall here. Someone, however, already shot it, so it was exposed. Yet again, I just line up my spear with it, go ahead and throw it as it's rotating up towards it. They lock in together from the spear, and then I just make my way over to the third one. The third one, just follow where I go down into the Spartan Monument. Someone had already shot it yet again, but the ones you see open, they all will have a yellow glow, so you know exactly where they're going to be. Just shoot it with a gun, and then just like so, this one's the easiest one. Throw your spear at it, you can see the spear's stuck in there, and they're all moving. Once you guys have done all 3, make your way up to the Stoa of the Athenians, and you're going to see these 3 rotating statues. Now this one can be quite tricky, but what you want to do is you want to throw it when all 3 statues are facing the middle, and you want to throw it in the top left corner, or in the middle, but most people say top left corner. You can do it however you like, but as you can see on this rotation here, they are all going to face the middle. However, it is the next rotation, they all face the middle. I throw my spear, the screen shakes just like before, letting you know you've completed the step. The rod raises into the sky, and the beams are like reflect off it. That is how you guys know you have completed the cog step correctly, and you guys are ready to move on to the next step. The next step, guys, requires you to get the redeemed hand of Gaia, that's the upgraded version of the gauntlet, and make your way into the offering of the Adelids. Now I'm going to slow this part down because it is done quite fast, and if you don't do it in a certain amount of time, it will reset. But look to the left of the MX9 wall bar in this area, and you're going to see a root on the brick there. You just need to go and fire just a uncharged shot, and it's going to hit it. They're then going to disappear and spawn 2 more roots. Just come stand where I do. When they spawn in, do a jump and shoot, and those sort of 2 projectiles are going to get hit, and then come around the pillar, and then it's going to spawn 3. If you do all 3 in a certain amount of time, you're going to get a Giganese spawn in. If you fail to hit them or hit them with a shot, it's going to reset, and you just have to shoot the first one on the wall. Now what you need to do with this Giganese is bring him into the intersection of treasuries, mainly in this area here. And what you need to do is you need him to go do that shield blast and then stand in front of that crystal pile there. And what it's going to do is it's going to knock that relic down inside that crystal, and you just need to pick that up. Now to get him to do the shield blast, guys, all you need to do is just shoot him a ton of times, do a bit of damage, usually in his scar, and that's how you get him to do the shield blast. Once he does it, just run in front of that sort of crystal area there. He's going to knock it down and then pick it up. Now what you want to do is you just want to kill the Giganese. For some reason this guy takes a ton of damage, more than the usual amount, so just, you know, sort of be persistent. We done this 2-player, so obviously it takes a little bit longer, but once you guys have killed him, he's going to drop a staff this time. He is the only one that will drop it, so that's why you need to make sure you don't kill him. Go ahead and pick it up, and then come over to the statue of Ra in the gymnasium bathhouse and hold square, and as you see, you're going to give him that relic you grabbed from the crystal. His hand's going to lower, and then his other hand is going to raise up. What you guys need to do now is just make your way over where I do, and you need to go and now get the upgraded light gauntlet in the Monument of Craterus. This is why I said before you guys even start these Easter egg steps, it is important to you know, build and upgrade all of these gauntlets, because you're going to need them in any way. So before you start any of these steps, you might as well get this done. Once you guys have got the relic, got the staff, put it on the statue of Ra, or the Ra perk machine, grab the light gauntlet and place that in his other hand. Now what's going to happen is he is going to fire a beam of light continuously at this wall here. As you see there, when you run through it, you will get slowed down, so just be wary of that. A neat little trick that you guys just seen there was if you have the sort of Pegasus staff or Pegasus calling thing, you're able to put that down outside the map and all the zombies will go for that. However, the Blight Fathers and the skeleton zombies will not. So essentially what this is, guys, it is a sort of tower defense. As you see there, we failed and the light disappeared, and that is because what you are doing is you are defending the light from specifically the skeleton zombies. That is the zombies with the shields, and they will stand in front of the light, and if they stand in front of it too long with their shield and reflect it, you guys will have to go and grab the gauntlet again and go ahead and place it back on his arm. So once you guys have successfully completed the lockdown area, you'll notice the light will disappear and this part is now open. Go ahead and pick up that staff, and you need to put it inside of Ra's hand. You guys didn't see me do that, but that is something you will need to do. But once you guys have successfully done the lockdown sort of area, you'll be able to move on to the next step. So the next step, guys, requires you to make your way to the offering of the Adelids, and with the staff you grabbed from the Giganese, you need to place it on this sort of dial here on the floor. Now you're going to notice two things. A sort of glowing light is going to come from out of the staff in a certain direction, and also electric zombies are going to spawn in and they won't stop until you complete this puzzle. Now this is a very straightforward puzzle once you actually understand what I'm talking about. So what you're going to get one blue symbol and a bunch of yellow symbols. Now what you need to do is don't look at the surface level of the puzzle and think about it underneath. So as you see, I've seen the blue one there and it is rotating clockwise. Now every time it rotates, symbols are only going to rotate on to these sort of gold diagonal patterns. Don't sort of count the grey ones, and you need to just imagine it going underneath the ground, and you need to line it up with the line, the blue symbol. So as you see, I'm going to get the blue symbol. I count 1, 2, 3, and then I hit square because it was 3 until it got over the line underneath the ground. But you just need to, kill a zombie on it, see which direction the symbols are rotating, count the number of gold diagonals coming off it, and then wait till you see the blue one on the ground, count that amount of times, and then hold square, and it's going to register up underneath that dial, and then the blue symbol is going to lock in. Just rinse and repeat 3 times, kill an electric zombie on it, and then do it again. Obviously the screen will shake to let you know you've completed it, and you guys are ready to move on to the next step. So the next step, guys, is a team step, and you guys are all going to need an upgraded gauntlet. Now we're going to split this sort of area here into 2 sections. The area I'm standing in here is the lobby, and the area in front of me where those red crystals are, we're going to call the main area. Now you need everyone in the lobby, and you're going to see these 4 coloured circles on the ground. Everyone needs to pull out their gauntlet and stand in the lobby to get those circles to spawn in, and then every person needs to stand on their associated colour to their gauntlet. So I've got the red gauntlet, so obviously I stand on the red circle in the lobby, and so on and so forth. But what's going to happen is once everyone stands on their circle and you get the flash of red light, if you look into the main area, you're going to get bigger versions of certain coloured circles in the main area. Now what you need to do is whenever you see a coloured circle in the main area, whoever's coloured circle that is needs to run over to it. So as you see here, yellow gets his coloured circle and he is the only one. So he goes in, and I'll explain what he does in a second. But as you can see then, once he does what he needs to do, yellow and red circles appear and we run into them. And what you need to do here, guys, is if you see zombies on the ground, you need to do a charged attack. If you see zombies in the stands like so, you just need to do a single shot. So you just need to distinguish what shot to do and where to do it. As you see there, my screen grows grey. What that means is I do not have a coloured circle in the main area. So you need to repeat this about 5 times, and the sequences get more harder, and also more people will be on the floor at once. So you could have, just like we've seen yellow have one circle, so that's just yellow, or then you can see there is blue and green, there's 2, and then you can have up to 4 people in that area at once, and it gets hectic. And it's the same for whatever gauntlet you have. As you see, green had zombies on the ground, so he does his charge attack. I get zombies in the stands, I just do a single shot, and we always make our way back to the lobby just in case you don't get a circle in the main area, because as you see there, it goes grey, and if your team isn't on their circles in the lobby, it goes white, and just like that, it's a restart. Everyone has to come stand back in the lobby on their circles, get the white flash to start it again, and then repeat the process. You only need to do the whole sequence once. I believe it's like 5 times, so you might get like a red and a yellow circle, and then a green, yellow, red, and then you run back to the lobby like so. That counts as one sequence, and then you'll get like a different second sequence, and so on and so forth. Hopefully I explained that well enough for you guys. But anyway, once you guys have completed all of that, you're going to get a white flash, and that lets you know that you guys have completed this step. A max ammo spawns, as well as a bunch of points that give you 500 points each, and you guys have completed the sort of team challenge, and you guys are ready to move on to the next. So the next step, guys, requires you to come to the Pack-a-Punch area, mainly the River of Sorrow, and you just need to sort of walk around until you find this door here. Now what you need to do is you need to shoot these sort of tiles in a certain order. As you see, the first one I shot was the 14, the second one is the circle with the vertical line through it, the third one is a A, the fourth one is a circle, the fifth one is the 3 dots or 3 little circles, and the 6th one is going to be a triangle with sort of a little triangle inside of it. If you guys shoot one and then accidentally hit another one, it will just reset. All you have to do is just shoot the first one again and continue the sequence. After that, guys, you need to get Shaw to go to the door, and you're going to get a cutscene. Once the cutscene's finished, he's going to come back out of the door, and you need to make your way sort of just down from the door here into this River of Sorrows, and you're going to raise this crossbow. Now to do that, you need the Pegasus strike, and you need to come to this area, sort of the main area of the top bit, and just place it down on that symbol there. Pegasus is going to spawn in, and he's going to raise this catapult. If you don't know how to get the Pegasus strike, it's just 3 parts in this area here, and you just craft it on the anvil. Go ahead and watch a video, or just have a look around if you can't find it. But once you guys have got this crossbow raised, you need to have the Pack-a-Punched wind gauntlet, and you just need to shoot it for about 5 to 10 seconds to get it to line up with the top there. As you can see, I didn't shoot it enough, so I didn't line up, so I just go back down, shoot it one more time till it clicks over. You get a quote to know, and it says like, how do I fire it, and this is how you know that it is in the right position. Once you guys have got it in the position, you need to go ahead and, just like we did at the start, melee the sort of eternal fire with the spear, so you get the fire on it, and then come down to the center of the world, and you need to activate the poison trap and run through it. You won't die, you might take a tiny bit of damage, but as long as you don't stay in it, won't kill you. And as you see now, the fire on my spear now has sort of like the point or grease around green around it. Don't switch weapons or anything like that. Instead, make your way back up to the top where the catapult is now lined up, and just go ahead and melee the rope there. And what it's going to do, it's going to fire the arrow at the Greek god's head, and it's going to stop her from drooling on that thing. Then as you see, the light is going down to where she was drooling now, and that's pretty much it, guys. What you need to do now is go ahead, pack all your guns, get all your perks, make sure everyone's ready, because you guys are now ready for the boss fight. So getting straight into it, guys, pretty much the first part of the boss fight is you need to damage or kill evil Pegasus. Now to do that, what you need to do is the best way to deal damage to him is to spam him with your gauntlet. As you see, he's going to fly from one part of the island over to another, so you can easily shoot him on one island and then bounce over to the next and then finish shooting him. Once you guys have done enough damage to him, he's going to drop onto one of the islands, and you just need to shoot him and deal damage with him with your gauntlet. And that we find the best way to do damage to him is with specialist weapons, is by far the fastest way and most effective. And what you guys want to do is, once he's sort of hit the ground and you've done damage and he flies back up, you need to immediately get off the island, because he will do like an electric shock and it will slowly kill you while you're on it. As you see right here, he's actually destroying the island. So once you shoot him enough times and he falls and you do enough damage, he's going to fly up and destroy one of the islands. This island's always the first to go, so they do go in a order. I believe the island I'm on now is the second island, and obviously so on and so forth. But yeah, just keep that up, guys. Shoot Pegasus with the gauntlets and all of that. Get him down to the ground, do damage to him, and then get off the island before it destroys. As you can see, we've done it enough times so that if to my right you can see the last island being destroyed, and you guys are now ready for the second phase of the boss fight, which is to take on the zombie warlord. Now the columns here, as you can see in the top left, Mount Olympus columns, this is where the last boss sort of standoff is held. Now what he's going to do is, it is just like Pegasus, he's going to come down, and the best way to damage him is with your gauntlet. As you can see here, he spawns in, I'm shooting him with my gun, changed my gauntlet, and it's just two of us smashing him with our gauntlet. He flies back away, and he's just going to continue to do this. He's either going to teleport or you're going to do enough damage, and just like Pegasus, he's going to get that sort of orange cracking in him, and that lets you know he is able to now take damage. So as you see there, like the Pegasus, we do enough damage with our gauntlets. I don't have a specialist weapon, but he does, so my mate pulls out his specialist weapon, does damage to him. So once you guys have knocked him down and done enough damage to him, about 4 or 5 times, just like the Pegasus, however he won't destroy the island you're on, he is going to fall to his knees, and after a short period of time he is going to die, and he's going to drop the Oracle key. Now you just need to pick that up. Once you guys pick that up, you're going to get the trophy, and you have pretty much completed the Easter egg. After that, guys, it's just the cutscene. And yeah, congratulations if you guys got to this point. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It did take a long time to make, especially with all the troubles I had with audio and slow gameplay and just losing it, just a bunch of stuff, but I really wanted to get it done and bring it to you, so I hope that you guys can see that I put a lot of effort into it. And anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. It all helps out the channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to keep up to date with the latest in Call of Duty, Fortnite, and any other games we bring to the channel. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Keep it real, guys. Peace. Easy go.